Give me a second. Volume. Yes, now it's
Volume,
working.
yeah, put volume. Okay. Wow, we both today in red. Hmm.
Exactly. I was just about to say the same thing. I just noticed
I
and I
think
said,
my
it's
color
red
is
day.
salmon. Mhm, my color is salmon. Do you like salmon?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a
Yeah.
little bit different, slightly different.
This is your color, okay?
Properly, of
Yeah,
course.
properly saying,
Red.
yeah. That's okay. Lorena, how went your day? No, how is it going your day? Because today, right now, it's 11:05 a.m. in the morning.
Yes, exactly.
Wow,
11 in the morning for me, and for you it's 2 p.m. if I remember
two
correctly.
to five to five. If you,
Okay, okay.
oh, nice question. Since now you are telling about the past, you are living a past towards me, okay? Because you live in the future, okay? If you could go back to the past, what would you fix in your life? Hmm.
Wow, that's like you
This,
always have like really direct and really interesting and a
yeah.
little bit heavy questions right away. It's just like in two
Uh-huh.
minutes, I'm questioning my past.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
I cannot tell, you know.
For example,
Mm,
if something super bored in the past, in your teenager, for example, childhood, you can fix it. Just keep in mind, for example, just to when I relax with the people, I I go like, let's chit chat, okay? No,
yeah,
about
yeah,
chit chat, just to relax when you are having your break. Hmm.
yes. Um, well, I think, well, I mean, linked to this, well, group and these sessions that you are organizing, I
Hmm.
think I will try to learn more languages, I think.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I would like to go back, I don't know, maybe university or a little bit
Hmm.
earlier and think, okay, I can learn more languages because I think it's
Yeah.
something that I found not late, I can say, because I don't know, life works like that. You just find what you need in the moment you need. But if
Hmm.
I will want to change something, it will be that, like having that consciousness, I will say, of okay, if you start learning a language now that you are younger, I know a
Hmm.
child or
Yeah, yeah.
teenager at least,
But
it will
Lorena,
have been nice.
yeah, unfortunately, when you are so young or young people, we procrastinate a lot.
Yes, exactly.
That's the
And I think
main.
we are not aware of those
Yeah.
possibilities.
I think we are not so responsible like now, for example.
Yes,
If for
exactly.
me to, if I could go back to the past, my teenager, I would learn language too, because it was my passion all the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And of course, I will you new buy a new bicycle because I love bicycle. No
Uh-huh.
biking, I love biking. I would
Oh,
love to
okay,
collect
nice.
bikes. I would love to collect bikes. I'm a super fan about.
Mhm.
And of course, and some other things too. Okay, do you think I am so straight? When I start my meetings, I go like asking immediately
Directly.
question, direct
I
or
think,
straight to the point, you know.
straight
I
to,
go
which is
super straight
great.
to the point. Not a way to straight, okay? Not a
Okay, no,
way.
no, 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 no. It's true. It's true. I think the
Don't get me
first two
wrong.
times I
Don't get me.
joined, I think because we were more people, maybe we start like, hi, hello, this, I am this and this and that. But maybe because, yeah, we have had already, I don't know, like 4 or 5 sessions. Maybe it's just like, okay, let's go straight to the point, which
Yeah,
is okay as well.
you have to go with the flow, okay? Sometimes people, yeah, sometimes people drop it down about our meters, but they come totally without knowing nothing to say, having nothing in mind.
Yeah.
I think you have to be prepared all the time.
Yeah, actually, I think it's a good exercise. I mean, to practice English
Yeah. You
properly,
push
you
yourself.
go directly straight to the point, and it's like, wow, I have never thought about that, and I have
Yeah.
to think it in English. It's like double trouble in your brain.
This is called for me catching people by surprise that I love the most.
Oh, okay,
I
all
always
right,
do
okay,
it.
it works.
Yeah. Get ready, Lorena, because for the next meeting, I can pick you like a boss. You are in charge right now, Lorena. You rule the meeting,
I
asking
think I
questions,
was in
bring the
charge
topic.
the second
Was in
time I
charge.
joined.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I
yeah. I
think
remember.
it was great. It was great, but not so that I was expecting.
No,
Because
it's okay. I
yeah.
mean, yes, it was the first time, so I
Oh
think I
yeah,
was
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah, exactly. But you, I think you have got enough to face. Yeah.
okay.
Do you know what I mean? You have got enough to face when someone put in your charge.
Oh, okay, okay.
This is it.
Yeah, but also a good exercise
And
for what it comes.
yesterday happened twice. Remember? Oh my goodness. At least you okay. You were saying, please repeat, please. You were saying,
Oh, yes, sorry, just the internet was failing.
yeah,
I
my
think it's still in red.
because of the third
Okay.
wave, it's failing. It's failing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I just said that it's like another good exercise because in life you can find this kind of situations where you are in charge, like suddenly, and you have like, okay, all right, we have to figure out something like right away. So
What do I
yes,
have
of
to
course,
do?
it's a
Yeah.
good exercise.
What do I have to do right now? Wow, I was quite surprised. Yeah.
Yeah,
This,
yeah, yeah.
I think it's nice. This, okay. Yeah. Because I don't know if you, I think you are because you're an English teacher. I'm always prepared to jump in any meeting.
Yes, actually, it's
Unless
true. Uh-huh.
if the topic is too hard to discuss, if you don't have much vocabulary to face
Yes.
this new
Uh,
topic or blah blah blah. For example, I have in here pet peeve. Do you remember pet peeve?
no.
Pet peeve. Do you know about pet peeve? Pet peeve, for example, uh, things that people do that really bothers you. It's called pet peeve.
Okay.
Mhm. For
Uh-huh.
example, what irritates us the most? This is called pet peeve. For example, you can have your own pet peeves. For example, waking up late, so late, be late on the meetings, for example, to hang out with your
Yes,
colleagues, and also you, for example.
that annoys me a lot
What
when people
annoys
are
you?
late.
What annoys you a lot, my friend? Hmm.
That I think when people is not on time for any kind of situation,
For me too.
because I really like to be on time. I'm like punctuality is something that I
Ooh.
appreciate a lot.
You are one of us, Lorena, because I hate when people jump in late in my meetings. Okay,
Yep.
people, be on time all the time. What do you think about, what do you call people who is always late for a meeting or something important that you scheduled already? Hmm.
How do I call them?
Hmm.
I don't have like a specific word. I mean, no, not in English, of course, and
Tardiness.
Spanish neither. I
Tardiness.
think.
It's called tardiness. Tardy people.
I know the concept tardiness, yes, but I mean the person itself. I'm not sure if there's like a proper
Hmm.
adjective or a slang adjective that you can say.
Yeah, you can say, do that or dude, you are late. You are so late.
Yes,
For
well, you can
example,
say
oh
that.
yeah. For example, don't mess up my meeting. Let's go. I have a friend, my friend. I had a, oh, I have. We are still friends. I have a friend when you were like dressing up to paint the town in red, okay? This guy, my friend, my best friend in the past, always
Okay.
late, always been late, always. I had to wait for him around an hour and a half. Super tardy people. I hate this.
Yeah.
My pet peeve, for example, my pet peeve, noisy people. I don't like noisy people. Too much noise.
Noisy people.
Noisy,
Okay.
For example,
Huh?
sound extremely high, higher volume.
Okay.
This is includes when I don't like the music. What about for yeah, I have it. Yeah, I took note about. For example, I'm the kind of guy I don't like samba. If you put your samba too high, oh, that bothers me a lot. I prefer my
Okay.
I prefer my rock. Okay, and
No, no, I
also
think for me it's the same.
But I have a lot of
I don't know in Brazil, but in Mexico it's very common that sometimes some neighborhoods, or well, in
oh,
some neighborhoods, some neighbors are quite rude and they have a party. They have the
yeah,
music really,
yeah,
really loud. It's like,
really
come on,
loud.
when you have your party, please stop it. And that bugs me a lot as well.
Yeah,
I will
it
share
irritates
that
me a
respect.
lot too, especially at night because we need to sleep to get up early. I get up early. What time do you get up?
Exactly.
Yeah, what time do you get up? Lorena?
Me, I usually get up at 6:30 a.m. or
Oh,
quarter to 7 at least.
6:30. Well, well, well. I get up to 7, almost 7.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
nice.
6:16, for example. Uh-huh. No, I took
Okay.
note about
We,
mine. When I can't sleep at night because of the heat, I hate a lot hot weather, that
hot weather, where you
that
live in the
really
country of
bothers me
the
when I can
never-ending
when I
summers.
can't sleep at night, yeah, because of the heat. Yesterday was like super hot yesterday. Yesterday and the day before yesterday, 2 days hot.
Mhm.
Let's see on today. Mhm.
Okay.
What about Lauren? What about people? They stand directly in front of the elevator, and you need to pass. This really upsets you?
Not much. I mean, I
No.
feel a little bit annoyed, but it's like when they are like on your personal space,
Hmm. But
so to
they
speak,
are
they are too close
blocking
to
the
you
passage.
and you need to pass.
They are blocking the passage your way. You need to go out of the elevator, and they get stuck
Yeah, but
in
I
front of
think
you.
you just tell them, "Excuse me, can you move? Excuse me," and
Excuse
that's
me.
it. So yeah,
I do like, excuse me, dude. you know.
excuse me, and you push them. No, no,
Yeah,
no.
push
Of
them
course
out.
not.
Yeah, push them out.
You
Oh,
feel like
excuse me,
pushing
dude.
them, but
This
it's
is a pet peeve
let's be
from
polite at
them.
the beginning.
Yeah, this is a pet peeve from them. Yeah. Yeah, we have several pet peeves, lady, because people
Yes, you
sometimes
have a
they are
list.
not so polite. Don't respect
Okay.
the rules, don't respect neighborhood need to sleep silent. We
Oh,
have rules in Brazil. 10 p.m. is not allowed to make noise, but they don't like and they go for away, party
is
now.
that a rule for real?
Yeah, we have 10 p.m. Brazil. This is rule official rule. 10 p.m. you are not allowed to go
To
outside to
make
put your
noise.
car noising all the time, sound really low, really loud.
That
Yeah.
sounds very nice, but is it something that the people actually respect for real?
No, in Brazil they don't respect at all. Not all people respect the rules about the silent rules. The silence rule. Do you have in Mexico?
No, we don't have that kind of rule. I would
Oh
love that
no.
we have something like that, but no, it's just like,
Oh, you
nah.
can you can pick your guitar and play around the streets normally by making a bonfire in a square. Yeah.
You have, I think, if I remember correctly, you have that rule, for example, if you live in an apartment building. They usually have
Yeah.
like more strict rules because
Yeah.
they are all together, closer to each other. But in general, I mean, if you live in your house in any kind of
Mhm.
neighborhood,
Bigger houses, you don't
I
have
don't think
this.
so.
Uh,
Uh-huh. It will be awesome. It will be like a proper law or rule, but
okay,
no, we don't
Lorena,
have it.
try to find Googling, even though Googling about this rule if you have in Mexico, especially at night. For example, 9 p.m. People need to rest to wake up in the morning. Get up early,
Uh-huh.
and go to work or study. And now imagine the scene. Take a picture. People partying the whole night, you know, and
I mean,
you
which is
need,
good, but is it like you go somewhere else where you have the space or the proper place to do it and you go crazy? But yeah, in some areas it will be. But yeah, just like you said, I think I will like to check. Maybe there's a rule and I don't know anything about it. You know, that happens. Sometimes we don't know our own laws or rules properly.
we don't have exceptions here in Brazil. 10
Uh-huh,
p.m. is 10,
exactly.
10 p.m. is 10 p.m. Okay, I can call the police if I want.
Yes, that would be great.
Yeah,
But yeah,
dude,
I
don't.
don't know
Mhm.
your opinion, Tony, but our countries are very big.
Yeah,
There's a
they're
lot
big.
of people together. So, from my perspective, following the rules or
Mm.
applying the rules
Hmm.
properly is more difficult than in countries, for example,
Yeah,
in Europe, where
especially.
they are small countries where you have few people, then you can control, or not control, but at least to agree in a nice and respectful way, like, okay, let's respect this law or this rule. And it's like, yes, we
Hmm.
are on the same boat. But in our countries, or maybe, I mean, I'm not sure about Brazil, but in Mexico, I think the problem is that we are too many people together, so you cannot
Oh, yeah.
control. So,
But we have so many people together in Brazil. For example, this place where I live is super population. We had a huge population here.
mhm,
Uh-huh. And this, sorry. And for this reason, I tell you, we have to have rules, especially at night. Now imagine
yeah,
everybody doing whatever they want to do, at night, for
mhm,
example. Oh, especially in these pandemic times.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Uh,
Yeah, this is a special thing, worst thing we are living now. Yeah,
yeah,
by
it is
now, yeah.
true. And it has been already 1 year, an entire year. That's so
Well,
crazy.
yeah, we lost an year in 3 months. Yeah, right. We lost
For us,
an
it was
year.
in March.
It
In
was
here in
in March.
Mexico, they started like actually like March 15 or March
Yeah,
20,
here.
around
Yeah,
those days
yeah.
they started like,
March
okay, I think
15th.
schools have to close. But I remember they were saying schools have to close maybe for a week or two only. We are just checking the situation, and all of a sudden we are still
Hmm.
in a lockdown
Yeah, you're
an
right.
entire
We
year.
have we have
So,
new restrictions in here, Lorena. Almost every day is
oh,
closed
but
around. Hmm.
okay. But
Yeah.
then for you, it was later. When
Repeat.
did they tell you that you have to? I mean, in which month did government or institutions, health institution, I don't know, told you, hey, you have to go home and stay there because there is a virus bug around?
Yeah,
When did you tell them?
in fact, they are bothering our minds about this every day. If you turn on your TV, everything is about COVID stuff,
Yeah, about the pandemic. Yeah, it's the same over
about the
here.
pandemic all
Just
the
like how
time.
many people have died and the
Yeah.
vaccines and this and it's just
But
like for me, I don't like to watch it anymore.
me
It's just
too.
like too much for my brain.
Yeah, yeah. That really bothers at all. Yeah. For example, we have this restriction, but we have to respect because nobody's pushing you to do, but you have to do. You have to be
Okay.
responsible in order to infect others and get sick. Okay, this is, but we can go outside as long as you protect ourselves, mask,
With the
glasses,
mask. Uh-huh.
alcohol gel, and something
But I
like.
suppose you can go to do your groceries, for example,
Of course,
at least.
you are free to
Yes?
do that. You're free, but
Mhm.
please don't be crowded. Okay, don't
Okay, no
agglomerate people.
crowds.
Don't
Yes.
agglomerate people. Don't be crowded. Do your
Hmm.
things. Go to home. Pay your bills.
Okay.
Go to home. They don't stop
Yes.
coming, Lorena. They don't stop coming. Hmm.
Mm,
The
okay.
bills. This is it. Yeah. For the second part, you are busy, yeah? Because remember Joanna asking to join for the second part.
Oh, yes. And well, me, I can be only this first part because I have
Hmm.
lesson at 12.
Hmm. Are you teaching today?
Yes, today is the same as yesterday. I can just be like this first part.
Wow, Lorena, at least you never stopped to teach, yeah, because of this pandemic. You keep working.
Yes, I have a lot of, I mean, I'm happy, I'm blessed that I have my
Yeah,
lessons and many students.
great
But yes,
job.
but sometimes it's just more about work that I have meetings
Hmm.
and checking with my other colleagues about
Uh-huh.
eh, work formalities, we can say.
Mm-hmm. That's okay. I'm happy for you because so many people they aren't working.
Yeah.
They are stuck at home, looking down, nothing to do. All DVDs, all series was was seen already. Yeah,
But by the way, Tony, when did you start to have these meetings, or how did you have this idea? Like, okay, let's get together and speak English with people from other places. How did
two,
you get
it
here,
was
basically?
it was 2 years ago. I had this idea when I met Kangaroo English.
Uh-huh.
In fact,
Okay.
I met Kangaroo English by YouTubing. I was YouTubing, watching some videos,
Mm-hmm.
lessons, because I am subscribed to so many. And suddenly popped down in my front of my screen. Wow, Pasquale. No, sorry, Christian Sander.
Christian Sandler.
This guy has invented a new way to speak in English by not worrying about grammar so much. You know, just you have to push yourself. Okay, and I was watching this video. I noticed. Wow, I will make part of this group. You know, 2 years ago, yes,
Okay, two
and
years
not.
ago. But
Yeah.
then,
Hmm.
you
Of
watch the
course.
videos, you say, this is what I like. I like the way this guy is teaching, or at least sharing his
Yeah, yeah.
knowledge. And then you
Because
got into the Facebook group.
either it was my passion to communicate with people from all over the world, you know.
Okay.
It was like my passion. And today I have friends from
Okay.
Mexico. Yeah, I can count my friends. Mexico, 3 friends. Okay, Algeria, just one. Poland, I
Uh-huh.
think 3 in Poland. Costa Rica, one. UK, one. Brazil, I think so many friends from Brazil. In Russia, I have most of part of my friends from all over the world is from Russia. I think 22 friends. Japan,
Mm, so
two
cool.
ladies, yeah. Two in, one in Ukraine, and I think I have more. Italy, I have 3 friends in Italy. There are more
Hmm.
here. Yeah. What do you think about
Nice.
these meetings, Lorena? Is helpful?
Yeah,
Uh,
it is
can
helpful.
we
It's
encourage
just
people?
very entertaining.
Can we encourage people?
Hmm.
Yeah. What do you
Yes, like
think?
encouraging and giving them like something, just like you said, maybe for some people this pandemic has been a time where it's like, I'm just doing like this, or
Yeah, yeah,
checking
yeah.
the ceiling or something. I mean, just
Yeah, staring at the
exaggerating.
ceiling all the
So
time.
this is,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. And I think a lot of people have started learning languages in general, not only English, during this pandemic, because it is like looking, your brain is like, okay, give me something to do, because being at home all day long, I don't know, people that work, of course, if we have
Yeah, yeah.
our things to do, I think it's less heavy. But for some people, like, I think it was, her name is Danuta, I think, Danuta.
Danuta. Yeah.
Danuta, like she was saying, I mean, she's older than us, and she was like, okay, I was just lonely at home and I cannot see my family. What can I do? I have
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah,
feed
yeah.
my brain somehow, because you need it mentally, physically, emotionally, even. So these meetings are really cool. I think there are many groups doing this,
So many,
and
yes,
each
you're right.
has like a special thing.
You're right. Uh, at the beginning, it was like the worst thing, but it became a blessing in disguise. Remember, I told you guys about this.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We could learn so many things, not only speaking English or Spanish or something like, learning to cook, learning
Okay.
learning to sew, some people learn to sew, cooking, baking, yeah, yeah. And all there's language, of course, 2 languages, 3 languages, and of course, and by learning how to use a computer, so many people don't know how to use computer
Yeah, that
until
was
today. Yeah,
another thing that,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
for some people it was difficult to adapt themselves.
yeah, yeah,
Like, okay, the situation, just like we were saying with the questions that you heard, like, okay, directly. And this was the situation, like, you need to know how to use a computer because
yeah.
we
I
are
can
all
show
at
you.
home.
I can show you this, for example. Can you see my tick list? This is all studies that I had. Not around the
Okay.
pandemic, not around the pandemic, but I think 1 month, 2 months.
Oh.
So many subjects in here to discuss with you guys. The reason I tell you, I'm always ready to jump in any meetings by asking,
Yeah.
putting people in charge, you know. Yeah, this is it. And of course, I have more in here. I have more in there. Okay, this is it. And of course, for me, it was like, how to say, how can I say for you? It was a blessing. I can say it was a blessing because I was so into learning English. I could develop
Mhm.
more. Mhm. Uh, I'm still in a process. That's it. Let's see.
Okay.
Hmm. This is it.
Yeah, I think, well, this is the best way. I think, actually, from my perspective, the highest level of learning
Hmm.
a language is when you are able to speak and just like Mr. Sanders said, communicate is the main thing. Of course, some people are like, I just need a certification, I just need to pass a
No, no, I
test, I
don't
just
need
need this.
certification. No, I don't need certification. No, no. Hmm.
Exactly. Some people are like, I just need English for this. And it's like, no, come on. English or any language, just see it as a bridge to connect with other people, to communicate, to share. It's really
Yeah.
nice to
For
use
me, for
language like that.
example, if you can understand, for me, it's okay. If I make mistakes, apologize me because I have, yeah, okay, but we all make mistakes, my friend. We can, we
That's the
can,
only
we
way to
cannot
learn,
be
actually,
perfect.
making
We can't
mistakes.
be, what, please,
No,
what?
what you're saying, that making mistakes is the way you learn the best.
Hmm. I will not apologize because you all make mistakes, you know. We are in a process.
Totally.
We are in a process, okay? For example, you are an English teacher. Do you have some kind of difficulties or struggles to when you go to speak in English? You feel like stuck
Um,
sometimes?
no, I mean, I still have to learn more vocabulary. I know that um, it's just learning a language is like a never ending journey, that's for sure. Not even your native language, you are going to learn everything, I mean, during your life.
Hmm.
So even if I teach English, I know that I have to study. I study every day. I watch videos, I check grammar exercises. Of course, it's just like higher and higher
Higher,
level
higher, yeah.
and reviewing things with my students. And of course, actually, it's very nice when I'm having a lesson and then a student is like, "Hey, teacher, how can I say this?" And
Hmm.
sometimes it's a very, very Mexican phrase. And it's like, well, if you try to translate this, you can say it
Yeah,
like this, but it's like, but it doesn't feel the same. And it's like,
yeah,
well,
yeah,
not because this is proper Mexican Spanish.
yeah,
So
yeah.
you have to learn how to find alternatives in English for
Hmm.
those kind of expressions, for certain things that we perceive different in Spanish, Mexican Spanish.
Hmm. Lorena, you have a good level in English. Yeah. One thing that I am so proud of myself is by the morning, I picked my phone, okay? I could watch
Hmm.
native speakers from the American that I love the most.
Okay,
A video without subtitles. I feel like proud of myself. I can understand them. Hmm.
nice.
For me,
Yeah, that's a wonderful exercise.
it was like a good approach. I could reach my goal.
Mhm.
But of course, I will make lots of mistakes when I'm speaking because I'm not perfect, you know. Hmm.
But no, I noticed that you have a really good level in general. I don't think you make many mistakes. I mean, the way you're
But
saying,
sometimes I
I don't
forgot
think
the
so.
term. Sometimes I forgot the term that I was like wanting to use, and you know.
Okay.
So, oh, for the next minute, I say, oh, I could say like this, like that, and then you forget about totally. it skip,
Yeah.
it skip from from your
Uh-huh,
mouth and
yeah,
your
yeah.
mind, okay? You know, something like. Happens all the time, Lorena, especially if you go to speak with people not higher level, minus than you.
Oh, okay, okay.
For example, if I'm speak with you or people higher than us, for example, I go super nice because I understand quite. quite good enough level. But
Mhm.
sometimes when people are minus than us, we start to make mistakes with them. We go with the flow with them. Have you noticed this?
That's curious. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
Have you noticed this? For example, if you go to
Huh?
speak with beginners, you have super high level. And sometimes when you realize you are making the same mistakes as them, you
They
know?
drag you with
Yeah,
them.
yeah, yeah, yeah. They
That's
drag
so
you. They drag
strange.
you to commit mistakes with them. Happened to me, yeah.
Oh,
Of course,
huh.
I talk to everybody. Okay, I talk to everybody. But for me, for example, if I talk to my friend from the UK, have you seen her?
Um,
She's
what's
from
her
the UK,
name?
Letty. I feel like
Leticia. Yeah,
heaven,
yeah, yeah. I
I
think
feel
I
like
think
heaven, Mm-hmm.
yeah, we had one meeting, I think last week. Ah, yes, because it was
Yeah,
St.
yeah, you
Patrick's
was
Day, and
there.
Danuta was very excited, and then I think Leticia. Oh no, I think it was I
Letitia.
don't remember which one,
Yeah, Letitia.
but yeah,
For example, if I talk to
Leticia.
Letitia from the UK, I feel like heaven because I understand everything. Okay,
Yeah.
and I feel comfortable because I know I can ask a question. She will reply quite satisfactory for me to understand,
Yes.
and she will teach me more and more and more. Okay, I will absorbing.
Yes, exactly.
I will absorbing everything.
I remember you mentioned or you have mentioned that some of your friends around the world that are joining these sessions, some of them have told you that they have had teachers that basically bully them
Yeah, you're right.
because of
Yeah.
their level. I cannot believe because I remember Leticia said herself that she has taught English before. Maybe she's still doing it,
Hmm.
and you can see. I mean, she's like, and me as well as a teacher. You have to be
Hmm.
very patient. You have to
Yeah,
be
yeah,
to understand and try to push and support the person. So I cannot imagine having a teacher that is like, you are doing wrong, not like
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know,
I
like
hate this.
aggressive or something.
This hates me a lot when people try to convince you that you are wrong. Okay, I know I make
Uh
mistake.
huh.
In this case, I commit mistake. Everybody commit mistake because you are in a
Yes.
you are still learning. I
Yes.
for
Exactly.
I forbid you. It's right to say I forbid people to criticize broken English. Okay,
Yes. Exactly. I forbid. Totally. It's
I
like this
forbid
is
people
the
criticize
rule. You
you
respect
you
and don't
learn.
make fun of
Okay,
the others. Yes. Exactly.
my friend from Bulgaria, she was criticized by her own English teacher, bullied. She was bullied,
Wow.
and
That's so
also and
strange.
also
What kind
I
of
have
teachers do you have?
I know a guy from Canada. He's an English teacher too, and this guy is not so good teacher. Okay, I was having a conversation with him, and I could notice this guy is not so good because he mocks when you make mistakes. He,
Yes. It's that attitude. I mean,
he
it's
mocked me. He mocked me 2 or 3 times. I don't remember well. I said myself, this guy, I want to be my teacher. I don't want to be.
exactly. No, yes, you notice. I mean, when you have the chance to choose your teacher, it's like you can feel it immediately. It's just the
Mhm.
very first lesson or maybe a couple of lessons that you have. And if you have that feeling of you are not really helping me, I think you are actually
Yeah,
pushing
yeah,
me
yeah,
in
yeah.
a bad way, well, bye bye. That's it.
I have to push you to learn the right way, but not criticizing. For example, if you,
Exactly. Not
if you right now
criticizing.
said something, pronounced some say, our the wrong way, for example,
Okay.
I can't criticize you. I just can say in other phrases by using the same word by correcting, in a good way, in a sweet way.
Yeah. It's just like giving a feedback, of course, or making some observations to the person,
Mhm,
but just like you said, you have to use certain words or the tone of your voice or the way you say it. It's like, okay, I want to help you to improve, but not
yeah,
like
yeah,
pointing
yeah.
you in a rude or aggressive way.
For example, my friend said she's beginner. I think she's beginner. She was talking to me, and then I live in Siberia, you know, kindly, I was kindly. Saberia. Yeah, okay, Saberia. Like this, not ever criticizing. No, ever criticize people. Don't act
And by
like
the
that.
way, I think most of the people that you have in these meetings are like intermediate and higher, or
Yeah,
maybe
higher.
the sessions that I have joined, I usually notice that is intermediate or higher. Do you
Intermediate.
have actually
Most of
beginners
times,
as it is?
I think so. I think
Okay,
just a few. But intermediate, upper, I have lots. Or
okay,
teachers like you guys. For example, Amira from Mexico is a teacher, English teacher too.
okay.
Letty from the UK, and so many other English teachers.
Cool.
Beginners, I think we have to help beginners by not recording yet. Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah, maybe that can be intimidating.
yeah. They will be intimidated. Okay, Joanne is calling. Have you more time? Do you have more time?
Yes, yes, I still have some time.
But I think we are okay. Let me call Joanna. Joanna. She was trying to call me. No, Joanna, right